Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Haifa and Afiaty binti Jamaluddin from class MAD1171B. I'm studying at UiTM Gajah Melaka and taking a diploma in photography and creative imaging. I'm also a part of CXVII programmatic team. So this video is my final assessment and I'm going to presenting about what I've learned in this semester, which is exposure study, direction of light including HDR and white balance, and the last one is composition and formalistic. What is exposure study? In photography, exposure is the amount of light in your image and also can be determined by three key factors, which is ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. Aperture refers to the diagram within your camera lens and how big or small the opponent is. Aperture also controls your depth of field by means how much of the image is in focus. Shutter speed refers how fast or slow your camera shutter will open to receive light. Shutter speed also controls how much motion blur is in your image. As for example, this shot is called panning. Panning is a photography technique that combines a slow shutter speed with camera motion to create a sense of speed around a moving object. Motion blur is the striking effect recorded when your subject or your camera moves during an exposure. The technique is used to portray a sense of movement or speed. Light painting are terms that describe photographic technique of moving a light source while taking a long exposure. And for this shot, you can use any kind of light that you have. Next, we go to direction of light. Light not only has the characteristic of being harder or softer, but it also has a directional quality that you can use to intend to your subject. Front lighting typically comes from a source that's shining directly onto the subject. Why I like this shot is because it makes your photo more sharp. Side light will enhance any contour detail by creating shadows and highlight, and this is why a lot of portrait lighting is done with the light coming from a side direction. White balance should be fairly easy to understand. As the name suggests, white balance the color temperature in your image. I captured this when it was sunset. In simpler language, white balance in digital photography means adjusting colors so that the image looks more neutral. Typical settings include shade, tungsten, fluorescent, cloudy, and more in menu setting. Next is HDR. On the other name is High Dynamic Range. HDR is the method of merging image to create a final photo. This technique involves taking many pictures using bracketing with different exposure. So, to get the HDR photos, at least take 5 underexposed, 5 overexposed, and 1 normal and combine it all into file and get image using Photoshop. Here are some of my favorite shots that I capture. Extreme close-up shot frames a subject very closely. I like this kind of shot is because we can see the texture closely and it really amazed me. Actually, he asked me what I'm doing and why I'm holding a camera, and I answered him that I was doing my work for my assignment, and he asked me to take his picture. When I take his picture, he was smiling brightly and it makes me very happy. For architecture, I like this building because the pattern and the style is like at the countryside. And this shot was one of my favorite. I like her expression that she made, and it was like she was holding something deep in her heart, something that cannot be said out loud. That's all for my final presentation for this semester, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a wonderful day. Bye.